And speaking of the love story of Grace and Nick, it all begins in the most modern of ways, swiping right on Hinge.
I best make sure to talk about Nick really fast, because when I offered to speak, he said, nobody asked.
From the moment I first met you, someone who prides himself on being on time, yet showed up late to our first date, I really had no idea what greatness was coming my way.
Grace had used a fake nickname on Hinge. And by the end of their first date, Nick is still puzzled. What is her real name?
We lived together at 36 Langmore Drive. To be honest, I moved in because he had a PS5.
His easygoing and genuine personality stood out to her, and she couldn't help but feel at ease. She also admired how proactive Nick was. Right after their first date, he was already planning for the next one. Now, after nearly 3 years together, after all the places we have been traveled, the ups and downs we have faced, the silly songs we sang in the car, and all the silly dance that we performed in the kitchen, it becomes our love story.
I've never seen anything like this before.
From travelling to new places, whether it's a casual trip to Mornington to go soak in the hot springs, or flying to Brisbane to go meet old and new friends, every adventure with you has been unforgettable, especially proposing last year at Airlie Beach, which still feels like the best decision I've ever made.
A couple boys from my hometown would say the same.
You have always been a loving, thoughtful, and a supportive person. You have believed in me and inspired me to be the best version of myself.
Sculpture, you don't have to be alarmed if you wake up and I'm leaning over.
我的女儿王冠仪美丽、善良、贤惠，女婿 Nick 帅气、能干、有责任心。我对他们的婚姻非常的满意，我们衷心的祝福他们婚姻幸福美满。
There are so many wonderful memories of Nick's childhood. Walking along a beach at night in Vietnam, avoiding millions of little crabs in the sand. Being a helper at school camp, where he encouraged me to face my fear of zip lines. Snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef.
Nick loved how determined and driven Grace was. Nothing could keep her down for long. No matter the challenges, she always found a way to move forward.
Even as a baby, Nick had his way of doing things on his own terms. Philippa and I often joked about an old soul because he had an uncanny ability to see through the haze and focus on the bigger picture.
Who do you think fall in love first? Oh! No way!
This photo right here, our country rock star, attracting his bride, her eyes caught from afar. However, I say, Nick, sir, a liar you are. Admit with great shame you do not play the guitar.
I love the fact that I can come to Nick with a complex problem and he'll just simplify it.
When I was ready to give up my dream as a writer 7 years ago, Nick wouldn't let me. He taught himself about publishing and guided me through the maze.
Grace, we know your 3 favorite things about our man Nick. He's tall, he's handsome, and he has a big smile.
You both make a great couple, and if you decide to, we all know how smart and cute your kids will be.
So raise your glasses on high, a love oh so rare, to Nick and Grace, such a fabulous pair.
We are all connected now by the abundance of love that Nick and Grace share.
Being married to your best friend and always better together.
Last 100 years, forever.